Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building. Yes, indeed. This is the promo video we are using to promote our shit, the shit that we selling in order to keep us going, in order to donate to charity, in order to be bigger than what we are now. So yes, if you haven't gotten your merch, this is the website to get it at. If you see the website address right here. It's shop.spreadshot.com, MSM gear, all. Yes. And you can see we have new items in the building. Yes, we have a whole bunch of new items in the building. And they are very quite affordable. The shipping ain't bad. Matter of fact, half the time you get the shit before the record time that it tell you that it's going to tell you to get here. So why don't you get yourself, get your girl, get all your peoples to get on our website and purchase some items. As you can see, we got face masks, we got bandanas, we got a whole bunch of new shit that y'all need to cop. And speaking of shit that you need to cop, a Valentine to my body. What's good with it? You need to cop this book too. This is a $20 one click, but it is a must read. It's a must have, and you must get it on motherhoodsexmarijuana.com. Indeed, absolutely. Get to our website, motherhoodsexmarijuana.com. Check out all our items, of course. Make sure you visit our websites, be involved in new announcements, and yes, of course, check out our promo video, our videos, our shows right here, as we have our episodes listed right here, as well as YouTube. Indeed. So that is the promo of the day. I am Kai Storm. I'm always in the motherfucking building. Once before dear, keep evil away. Once before dear, keep the evil away. Keep the evil away. Keep the evil away. Hey! In fact, let me go on and text her just to make sure. No, because she sometimes does forget about me and things. No, Kai. No, Kai, sometimes the girl loves, she's so busy. Yes. I just text her, we on Queen, what's good? What's good? Yes, let her get to rolling. Let her get to rolling. Let her get to rolling. I once, if I did keep the evil away. Oh, them one nail me up on the cross like Jesus. Then my plan gets me life, but God not left out. I said lightning and thunder. Them want me fall, me blood them a comfort. Lightning and thunder. Protect my life, please protect my soldier. Because we reached the holy mountain. I said the blessings to keep stressing. They said I wouldn't make it. I was being tested by blessings. I thought I wouldn't make it, but I was being tested. My blessings. Gotta protect my blessings. Gotta protect Blessings. I said, light it up, smoke up the herb, fire. Bless up, bless up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep consent. I'm gonna keep singing while I'm rolling. Why not? The fuck? Why not, niggas? Damn. Shit. Listen. Thank you to all 102 subscribers. Shit. What? 2 more seconds, I'm gonna call her. I'm about to call her. Speaker. Hey, what time is this in your hood? No, what time is it? No! What time is it?
Hello?
Hey!
Can you hear me?
Hey, Queen, what's up?
Just give me like 5 minutes, please.
All right, cool.
All right.
See? Gotta make this thing clear, because you know what I'm saying? I like to be on time on things. You know, I ain't ready for things. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't ready, I expect everybody else to be ready. You know, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? This is the comedy section of the show. You know what I mean? Because even though I'm not ready now, I'm not completely ready because I know I didn't even roll yet. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I am on the screen, I expect everybody else to be on the screen with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Even though for the most part, you people don't even get to see all these things because I usually cut certain things out. You know what I mean? I say I cut things out for make say it's not me sit down there. I chat to myself. You know what I mean? I say it's not that. No, no. No, you know me, I say it's not that all the time. So you know me, I say so the people them don't know them things. So this is the cover this section where y'all gonna get to see. Yeah, me sit on I roll and I chat to myself. Me not chat to myself, but you know me I deal with. You know me I say. So yeah. Me I get my things ready and true. And true, me say me ready, me so call myself say ready, saying, I call people phone and I text people phone. I wonder where them there, me I say cause them not ready like I. Me say me not check say them ready like I. Nah, but I could say this is the section of the show where I'm teaching people how to roll a blunt, you know what I'm saying? How you got to get the blunt to be perfect like this. Just like a dick, you gotta give it a couple extra licks for it to act right. You know what I'm saying? Just like a dick. I said, them won't nail me up on the cross like Jesus. And you can't call copyright if I'm singing it. The song ain't playing, I'm singing it. So, you know what I mean? I might not sound good, but the fuck? You can't call copyright. Where the fuck is the other? You can't call copyright if I'm singing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Is that you can't really say copyright. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Saying like homeboy said, bad man out and stunting. Kyle him tick like dumpling. Girl with big body jumping. Action, ready for the jumping, ready for the jumping, ready for the jumping. Hey! Ruby Doll is in the building.
Hey,
What's
up,
honey? How are you?
Oh, I feel amazing.
Well,
I'm actually standing.
shit. You look amazing as always. What's good, honey?
As do you, as do you with your glowing ass.
All right, shit. You know what I'm saying? When shit is right, you know, shit flows right. You know what I mean? Everything is right when it flows right. You know how that go. Advance happy Mother's Day. And wait a minute, no, I can't. Ooh, I might have to cut that out because we supposed to be past Mother's Day. All right, cut that whole shit out. Cut that whole shit out, Jennifer. Yeah, that's the part. You cut that out. You cut that out. Yeah.
All right. Well, happy day to you. I'm standing in front of my favorite dispensary. So I thought that before we get into the meat and potatoes, I could just order some weed and y'all can just accompany me over here in Seattle.
Oh yes, let's do that. Yes.
Okay.
Because there are some people that don't get that experience anymore. Yes, let's go there. Let's do that. Yay.
Yeah. So I'm not going to show my face when I go in there because I'm not going to let them know. It's not like it's against the rules or anything, but I just don't want to draw too much attention to myself. So I'm just going to go about my order and I will just give me one moment, okay?
Exactly, because the thing is that, you know, some of these stores, they're you know, they get a little sensitive when you pulling out cameras and shit. They don't know if you know recording to rob people. I'm just saying, some of them get robbed.
Right. And so for everybody, for all of my smokers out there that work on a budget, I feel you, kings and queens. I work on a budget too. And so I'm not going to spend any more than about, I'd say $50 to $55 is my limit for the day, okay?
And that's a good limit. Shit, the fuck?
I have to put the thing somewhere, you know what I'm saying? The marker somewhere.
And that's a good spot to leave it at. All right. See, now that there is Sean Kemp.
Putting on my little mask.
That there is Sean Kemp's greenery spot. And yes, that is Seattle. That's Sean Kemp, the basketball player. And yes, you got to wear a mask to go up in there. Yeah, that's good. Let's follow Ruby. Oh. As Ruby is walking up to the section where they check your ID, make you squirt a little hand sanitizer in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
As you can see, it's a big stove. And most likely all the weed is in those glass cases.
Oh, and so that's why exactly. And the prices are not too crazy here. Everything is like really nice and laid out, organized well.
Let's keep it real, people. Weed is not supposed to be cheap. And if it's cheap, it's probably not that good. Let's keep it real.
So I'm gonna get some flour today. Looking to spend about $50 or so. Okay. I usually get legends. Do you have anything that's on special right now or something? Yeah. So we have and then we also have the Pearly Reserve on sale. So the Northwest Cannabis. Okay. It's nice. 4 for 45, so 4 8 for $45. Yeah. Really? 14 grams. But let's be real. Is it filler weed? Is it dry? Some of it can be. Yeah. say to look at it, but it still smokes and might not give you a very long high, like probably not more than an hour, but it'll give you a high.
Okay. Well, I think I'll probably go with Legends because I've smoked their, I like their grow. I've smoked it before. It's pretty consistent and it's very reasonable in price.
Right.
What are we looking at in terms of 2/8 there?
So if you only got two, it wouldn't go with the special, so it'd be $16 per eight.
Okay.
So what we have in them right now for their eights and six, just because it has been a very popular special. So
Okay. Okay. So I think I'll do the Snowland for sure. And then I want to try the Cinderella because I don't think I've had that before. And then the Big Smooth, I think, is a really good one. And then let's just do Blue Dream. Yeah.
All great choices, people. All great choices. And yes, in weed stores, just like any other store, there are sales. Listen on.
That should be 65, I think. Okay. And then if there is, then please keep that extra. I wish it could be more. Thank you so much. Uh-huh. Well, guys, thank you. I'm glad I got Queen Kai's approval on the weed for the day or the weekend.
Oh yeah, those were all great choices. Legends is famous, and all of those work for me. Yes, as well as what
I mean, you can't beat $16 an eighth anymore. You know what I'm saying?
What? $16 an eighth? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just circle the store so that you guys can take a look at more things that they have. This is clearly their concentrate section, or some of it, I should say, because it continues on here.
Because of course stores like that sell treats like gummies and shit like that.
Right. And it's so rad because you see photographs of the legends at play. It's funny that the weed that I'm getting is called Legends, or from the farmer, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
What are you smoking on, Plain?
Shoot, I got some shit. Where's that? It's called OZ Kush. Ciao.
Setup is you come out here and you talk to one of their consultants and you pretty much tell them what you want. They put your order into an iPad and give you a number. You pay after you've made your selection, and then they call your number and then you pick up your weed from the front. So that's how their setup is over here at Sean Kemp's in Seattle.
Truly contactless. Nice. And that's a really big store. Let's be honest. That's a big store.
And you know what? Sean Kemp was here the other day. He's just so nice, very down to earth. He was taking pictures with the fans. Everybody that works here is very friendly and professional. And then this section right here has like some of the bongs and the glass pieces and stuff for sale.
Nice.
So you can see why I absolutely love this place. It's close to where I work too, so it's very convenient. And like I said, the consistency is always great. The great customer service, great prices, and good quality flour, which is all I really mess with.
As we all should. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, everybody is, sort of kind of social distancing, sort of kind of, weed store. The fuck?
Yeah. There's a nice vibe in here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, where the camera's pointing now, these gentlemen will call out my number. And my number is 41.
Yeah, it doesn't seem crowded. So, what are their store hours?
Let me see. I'm not sure. Let me find out. Hi, sir. What are your store hours here?
We're open 8 a.m. to 11:45 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you. 8 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. Amazing hours. It'd be great if they were
Amazing
open 24
hours.
hours.
Okay.
Oops.
Amazing hours.
We got a buzz. We got a buzz.
We got a buzz to pick up our weed.
Okay. Understand? Are you in line, sir? Okay. Yay! Thank you. I want my money. Thank you
She
so
wants
much.
her money. The hell? You giving her extra weed?
Guys, can you believe that I saved so much coming here?
It's a wonderful purchase. All that was a wonderful purchase. Yes, that's the kind of thing you can do when you have weed stores in your hood. Especially especially if the weed stores don't have ridiculous taxes. Because let's remember that Seattle does not have ridiculous weed taxes. No.
And you know what? I would complain about it because I did think that they were, but not compared to other states, as your research has shown. Some people are really getting ripped off when it comes to this tax business. And that's just it just depends on where they live.
Exactly. Now here in New York City, it's legal, so the people that sell it are a little bit more freer with it, but definitely it's not to the level of Seattle and fully managed stores and things of that nature. But if it gets to that, that's the key to to keeping customers, because if you put some kind of stupid ass tax on people are going to want to support the motherfucker without taxes. You know what I'm saying? So it depends.
Right.
It definitely depends.
Right.
But
I agree.
Yes, girl. But Jessica, so I'm glad that we included that into the story, because we have been, because I remember you mentioned in a previous episode that there is somebody with a motorcycle that is trying to make themselves seen in this video. Shut the fuck up, New York City, shut the fuck up. All right. Now, but no, back to the subject. Yes, we mentioned in Sean Kemp's store before, because yes, we want them to combine with us and do some kind of collaboration as far as our merch. Now, I didn't see no actual. Do they sell merch in there?
Not really. They're it's mostly just smoking paraphernalia.
Right.
But I do. I don't know. I think we should still keep trying. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you'll
hell
never know
the possibilities
what's going
are
on.
endless.
And actually, next time Sean Kemp is here, I'm gonna hit him up myself. I only saw him from a distance, and as I was leaving, I just was like able to wave, but I didn't get to speak to him actually, and maybe I should.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe slip him. I mean, we don't have actual business cards, but you know what I'm saying? But still, just like, I don't know, a piece of paper with our information, and just be like, yo, how do I talk to get some business together with you? I'm part of a marijuana podcast, and I am interested. Matter of fact, can we interview you? Cause shit,
that'd be fun.
Talk. You coming on our show and advertising yourself on our platform, on your platform, advertising us on your platform would help us out. So yes, let's do that. Why not? The fuck? Shit. So yes, holla at him. Make a makeshift business card real quick, like shit, and be ready with that shit. Like, yes, Sean, look here. We got some shit to chit chat about, huh? We got some shit to chit chat about.
That just gave me an idea. We should put together like part of me.
No doubt. I mean, seriously, business cards are cheap as fuck. We can get just, you know what I'm saying? And if we could get some business cards and like I said, be on the, and if any opportunities ever come up like that, we could just be ready for some shit like that.
Okay.
Word. But yes, today's subject is about. Now the reason why I brought it up is because on some real shit, it's like my homegirl told me a story about how, you know what I'm saying, she was hanging out with this nigga. She fucked, you know what I'm saying, she knew him for a long time. She fucked him before and it was okay. And you know what I'm saying, they've been years since they seen each other. And all of a sudden she bumped into him and decided, and he called her to, you know, have dinner and hang out. And because of previous memories of the sex, you know, she was like, okay, yes. Okay, New York City, shut the fuck up, I said. Okay, now we're going to go back to the story. Now, yes, she said that, yes, because of previous memories, she remembered the sex as okay. So she was like, you know, I'm going to give him some. You know, he going to take me out to dinner. I'm going to give him some. But then he showed up and he was looking some kind of way that was totally unpleasing to her. And then your man, like, he claimed he wanted to take her to a real restaurant, and then he showed up too late to take her to a real restaurant, and they ended up at some fast food joint. And either way, she was looking at him like, nah, we not about to reminisce on that route in any way, shape, or form. We not doing that. We just not doing that. And it's like, but they're friends. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you keep up that relationship if you know what I mean? And how does that relationship ever affect, you know, in going forward, whether y'all having sex or not having sex, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just that's the reason why I even brought up this subject in the first place.
I like it. It's a great subject. It's very relevant. I think a lot of people have experienced this. I'm going to talk about my point of view because that's the only thing I can really pull from. But I think I'm not ever saying that it's impossible to maintain a platonic friendship where no feelings are involved. For me, it would not be easy to do that if I was sexually active with this person, because sex is very soul tying. And so that's why people have their preferences, right? I have a true story regarding how I learned this and how I'm never going to do that again. I had a really great friend who was like, I just wish that we had just left it at that.
Right.
Because for one thing, I don't think I would have, like, the sex was not that great, for one thing. It wasn't worth all of the anguish, and definitely not worth losing a friend. And that person can probably say the same thing with me, because when I was messing with my sex game was not on point at all. I already know that. Maybe my head game was cool, but that's always just been the case.
Right.
Long story short, I start being intimate with this dude. I go as far as to meet his girlfriend at the time, which was a whole nother fuck shit that I should have not been a part of. Whoa. And so I was making these poor choices, and then come to find out that almost every time I was with this dude, he would have some kind of episode where he'd have to go to the hospital because he was about to overdose and because he was an addict.
Fuck.
And so because he's the homie, I want to be there for him, right? And then eventually I started dabbling in the shit too. I started dabbling in those drugs. And I went through a span of close to a year where I was where I was fucking with a specific type of drug. And I think the only reason why I fell into such pressure, and it wasn't even pressure, no one really pressured me to do anything. It was just that, excuse me, I was in a depressive state and I was around low vibration.
Indeed.
And therefore, I was involving myself with that low vibration, and it almost took my life. And I truly feel like if I had never slept with this person, I could still be like a friend from afar to this person. But who knows? A lot of things were said, a lot of things were done disrespectfully. And I also believe, a lot of people don't know this, but I was married to a woman for 4 years. And before that, like before she was even my girl, like we had a friendship. And I do wish that I had kept that, because she became a friend of like my family and stuff like that. And she knew like my nieces and nephews like very intimately, and it was beautiful. But I wish that we hadn't taken it there to where our emotions were involved so hard, and we were just making poor decision after poor decision, is how that happened for me.
Whoa. Now,
so I think it takes a lot of wisdom when someone's like, hey, you know what, I don't want to jeopardize this friendship because I feel like I tend to be clingy, or I tend to be jealous, or whatever the case is that would cause for, chaos or contention, right? If you know yourself, if you're that honest with yourself, then you might want to make that call if that friendship is worth that much.
Right, indeed. And it's so funny because when I even thought about the subject, like I said, I didn't even think of how it, well, of course I wouldn't have thought of how it affected you unless you told me about it. Me personally, I was just thinking about it on a light level, like because that story that I told before, like I said, it happened to a friend recently, and with me personally, it was just a situation where where things became awkward. You know what I mean? It's like when the sexual part of the relationship stops, you know what I'm saying? And you just want to be friends. And you know what I mean? And you happen to see that person and they just automatically assume it's like, whenever me and that person hang out, that's what it is. And it's like, nah. We're not doing that no more. Like we're not doing that no more. Like for real. Like we're not doing that no more. And you gotta be the one to stand firm in that we're not doing that anymore, because you know what I mean? You already have set, your boundaries on that situation. You know what I'm saying? And that person either doesn't understand or therefore doesn't want to talk to you no more based on that. You know what I mean? And that's basically what happened with me. Like it's like, well, fuck it. And it's like, well, okay, then we just don't talk, because at the end of the day, we've done that before, and that's how we met, and that was our relationship in the past. But that's not something I want to continue in the future. And you got to be able to understand that. You know what I mean? You got to be able to understand that.
Okay, I feel you. Yeah, it gets really sticky when people's emotions get involved with things, Like I said, I really give it up to those that can separate the two. I cannot. Eventually, I feel if someone was involved with that way with me, one of us would suffer eventually. So what's the worst, like, have you had that, or have you been in a situation where someone started acting differently?
Well, yeah, that's basically what I was talking about, because it was like, okay, I met this person and we met, it was long ago, and we were friends, and of course we dipped into bed a couple of times, and it was like, you know what I mean? And every time we saw each other, that was the reason why we saw each other for the most part. But then I decided, like once certain things happened in my life, I decided that that's no longer going to happen. and it was like anytime, you know, that person wanted to talk to me, that was the main reason why they wanted to talk to me. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it had to make it clear that no, we're not doing that. And then
now he's acting all weird.
You know what I mean? And then coming back to New York. I came back to New York in December, and you know, I don't even really contact nobody other than, you know, my family and close friends. So, you know, just happened to run into this same person on the train, and they're just looking at me like, wait, what are you doing in New York? And it's like, oh yeah, I've been here for about 4 months. It's like, oh, you ain't call me? Nah, fam, ain't no reason to call you. Like, call you for what? like call you for what, man? Like, I ain't got nothing. We don't got nothing to talk about.
Motherfuckers is married and stuff now.
Like, we don't got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, and it still was an insistence. Like, nah, for real, call me. And it's like, nah. I'm not gonna call you, fam.
You're like, do you see the smile on my face?
Like, fam, I'm really not gonna call you. Like, fam, I'm really not gonna call you. Like, this is like, and it was one of those situations where it's like, yo, bro, you could have easily ran into me with my nigga. You could have just like you ran into me right now. You could have ran into me with my nigga, and then we really wouldn't have been talking. You really wouldn't have said shit to me. Because I swear to God, if you would have said hello, I would have been mad at you. Like, nigga, why are you even saying hello? Walk past, see me, and don't even
mind
say
your business.
Hashtag mind your business. Stay in your lane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you running into me, and it's just me and my kids, and it's like, what you doing in New York? Yeah, well, I've been living here for about 4 months. You ain't call me? Nah. What?
Your man's was butthurt on that.
Like, what? I'm good. We good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? It's nice seeing you. Yes, this proves that New York City can be a big and yet a small place. That's what this proves. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. You know what I mean? But other than that, nigga, we have nothing to talk about. But you know what I mean? And that's like, and literally that's what it is. It's like sex complicates things. Sex truly complicates things.
Yeah, because not everybody's on the same wavelength, and not everyone is coming from the same mental and emotional, you know, capacity to handle something like separating your feelings from it.
You know?
But I mean, hey, what do I know? That's just my perspective on things. For those that are just tuning in, we're talking about how having sex with somebody that is your friend can complicate things. I gave an example of how my previous green light, how my previous relationship should have just stayed to friendship, should have not even went into that realm, especially, let's be real, especially when it's not even good. Like, what the fuck are you doing then at that point? Like, once you know that it's not worth it, whether it's, you know, you should just make that decision. Like, okay, can I handle this, or should I stop and save my friendship?
Indeed. And see, that's the thing, that some people, you know, they'll go into a relationship thinking that they can handle just you know, just being sexual with that person and separating sex, or they can, you know what I mean? And sometimes they can't separate the two. You know what I mean? Sometimes
until you scrolling through and you see their family portrait at Christmas or something, and
you know what I mean?
And him and his girl doing some TikTok or something. Like,
or worse. On Valentine's Day, you know for a fact he done took her out to dinner and bought her this big ass gift. And then on February 15th, he bring you some little corny fuck shit from the fucking local pharmacy, and you looking at this nigga like, what the fuck is this? What
if
the
anything
fuck
at
is
all.
this? What in the hell is this? And I know for a fact I saw you on IG last night with this bitch at some fancy ass restaurant, and you gave her a motherfucking fancy ass box with a light shiny and shit. You know what I'm saying? I saw all that shit.
It's because people are emotional, guys and girls. I don't care what gender you are. However, as a woman who's very in touch with my emotions and who is very confident as well, I still get jealous. I don't want to see certain things. I don't want to know certain things. It hurts my ego. That's why you're not supposed to go through people's phones. And I learned that. And I want to apologize because I think I made a statement on this podcast saying I never went through somebody's phone. I certainly have gone through people's phones, but I also had to realize, hey, if you're going to be butthurt about it, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it, period, because you will be butthurt about it. Let's just say that.
No.
And it's
real talk. It's funny that you brought that shit up because oh, he gonna be mad when he watched this tape, but I don't give a fuck at this point. No, because your man has said to me, my king, yes, he said to me, Jennifer, wait, no, okay, yes, Jennifer is, if anybody don't know, Jennifer is my real birth name. Kai Storm is just the name I run the streets with. Yes. Anyway, so he said to me, he said, yes, why don't us one day switch phones? Switch phones. And you have my phone, I have your phone. I looked at him, I said, I God, no, God in heaven, no, God, Jah Rastafari, every God on earth. Let me tell you how I don't want to see your phone. No, brethren.
Yeah.
Let me make you understand how I don't want to see your phone. Even you claim you want to give it to me and you want to show, I don't want to see your fucking phone. Oh, so you don't no, this ain't about I'm hiding nothing. I'm just like, yo, I'm good on that. I'm good on that because on some real shit, I don't need to get aggravated about how many bitches you fucking you double tap on IG. I don't need to get aggravated by the fact that one or two or 10 of them bitches see your face and her pussy get high and decide to DM you. I don't want to get upset about shit like that. I don't want to get upset about how a chick that might know him, that might holler at him. I don't want to get upset about funky shit like that. Let's keep it real. This is 2021. We living in COVID. Let's be real. Anything that's happening on your phone could be happening on his phone too. I mean, the fact is, it's not like I encourage a motherfucker to hit my DM, but a nigga will hit my DM. And you don't know what I do? I do delete and block. But you might feel some kind of way because you see this nigga hitting my DM. And it's like, you
and that part. And that's the thing.
How the fuck you getting mad because he hitting my DM? Look at me. Right. Isn't this the reason why your dick get hard? So what makes you think the other dick don't get hard? What makes you think? No. No, I'm just saying. So the part, but because other dicks are getting hard don't mean that I jump on every dick. That's the part that we need to. So I'm not going to take your phone to be in some kind of aggravated state. No, brethren, I don't want to see your phone. I never. Let's get a notary and get a notarized statement that tells you that I Storm in the building. My government name, whatever it is, don't never ever want to see your phone, Bridget. Nah, sir, me alright, pandem thing there.
So what was his response when he said no?
Well, of course his response was yeah, and then he done off the conversation and never was brought up again. But again, I felt that was the honest response. Like, nigga, I don't want to see your fucking phone. I don't want to know your phone. We're not even following each other on social media. So why am I looking at your phone? Like, no, sir. We are no, Bridget. You can keep that. That's your phone.
You know, I must agree. And another thing is that I don't think we're 1,000% ourselves online. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of, like, for instance, on my Instagram, I don't look like that all the time. A lot of that are like filters and angles, you know what I'm saying? So I can be whomever I want to be on Instagram or on social media platforms while still maintaining my soul is what I feel.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's no point in it. I guess my point is in like that's not even a good idea is because it doesn't edify anything. It doesn't bring up anything closer. In fact, it would very much do the opposite, I think, no matter how clean you are.
And again, it's all ridiculous. It's the fact is that as long as first of all, as long as I feel comfortable in our relationship, you feel comfortable in our relationship, it don't matter what the fuck is trying to get at you in your phone. So and again, you click on 5 bitches, I click on 5 niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be feeling some kind of way over that, and I damn sure don't want to feel no kind of way over that either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there's some fine booty on the internet, in the interweb.
I'm just saying, and I don't want you to get all up in your feelings because I said some shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because I double tap some shit. Like, come the fuck on. Like, for real though. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Never mind the fact that I write erotica. So that's another thing. People will say some shit to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, the last blog had motherfuckers thinking that shit. And I had to be like, hey, wait a minute, man. Slow your fucking roll. You know what I'm saying? So, so
there's something called creative writing, folks.
So therefore, I really don't need to be in your phone in no kind of way. I know me. First of all, I'm not going to take your phone. I'm going to take, you give me your phone, I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to put it down. And that's it. And I'm just, the fuck, I'm not going to look at your monkey ass phone. Fuck your phone. Fuck your phone. Because honestly, if I do look at your phone, any bitch in your phone, I'm gonna text her all kind of fuck shit. Like all the bitches, including your mama. I'm just, maybe I shouldn't. Wait. No, because that's going too far. That's going too far.
So it's safe to say
that I shouldn't have his phone. I'm just saying, like, I don't need his phone.
You're not interested in any woman attention. Okay.
I'm not interested in no.
What would be worse, seeing your dude fucking with dudes in his phone or other bitches?
Oh, shit, both. The fuck? Both. The
fuck? Which one would really infuriate you more?
Both, nigga. Fuck you mean? You fucking somebody else at the end of the day. You fucking somebody else, and you recording that shit in your phone.
What I mean by that, people, is, hey, I'm gonna say it. We all have our preferences. You do what you want to do, but I prefer a guy that likes guys, and I prefer girls. I prefer the girls can like whatever they want. That's just my thing. Just like people prefer brunettes over blondes. You feel me? So what I would be perturbed would be the lie behind that, right? And then the fact of like, well, like, you mean I could have both of y'all? No, just kidding.
Word.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But again, the lie behind it is the fuck shit. The lie behind it is definitely the fuck shit, because, you know what I mean? Again, if you especially if you, have already decided that you are not going to fuck, especially if you already have decided that you are not going to fuck anybody else, and that you have no interest, your poom poom will not get wet for no man on earth but the man, and he out there just slinging, and you're not, and you didn't agree that it was okay for him to sling. Yeah, that's a whole fucking situation.
And
you know
and
what I'm
on
saying?
that note, it's just a matter of fairness. I think also on the level of the lying, I'm a liar. I lie to different people, but for different reasons. Like in corporate America, I'll lie my teeth off. You feel me? Because I don't owe
all day.
anybody
I
any
have and
explanation.
continue to on a daily basis. Yes, I
Right.
do.
Right. And then, but when it comes to my partners, like, I'm not going to tell them everything 1000%. Like, I'm just not. I don't
Because you know what?
how-
First of all, it's not fair. It's first of all, depending on the partner, they don't know how to take it. You know what I mean? Real talk, they don't know how to fucking take it. Motherfuckers will, you know what I'm saying? They'll see a woman with children and ask her age, and so, let's say she's in her 30s, late 30s, upper 40s, whatever. And either way, even in her 20s, if she's at that point, she's experienced enough. She's had a couple of sex partners. They're not willing. They acknowledge it, but they don't want to acknowledge it. And then once they get a stroke of the pussy, and the pussy just happens to be really, 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 really nice, that's when the certain motherfuckers get it into their head, and they go, oh, wait, another nigga had this? Wait a minute. And then that's the aggravation. And then that becomes the jealousy that comes anytime you talk to somebody, or anytime anybody approach you, they automatically jump into the fact that, oh, that nigga trying to fuck you too. Because if he knew what I knew, yeah, he'd be trying to fuck you too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's so if that's your, like, I feel like, okay, every relationship's very unique, right? So excuse me, if those are your values and you make it clear to your partner that those are y'all's values, then that's what y'all's values are. You know what I mean? So, and then if you decide that your values are your own, like you create your own agenda within your relationship, then it's really not really up for discussion, you know? So I totally understand where you're coming from. I have challenges when it comes to feelings of possessiveness, because just as much as I don't want to be possessed like that, like property, I don't want to possess anyone else like that. And so that's where my values are, where it's like, but if I feel like I was expressing myself in a sexual manner or whatever, even personal, even if I wrote a poem and I don't feel like it's contributing to my partner and my relationship, then it's none of their business. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe in being honest. Yes. Like, please, like there's things that I'm going to be really mad at if it's not right. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, it's like, if it doesn't edify what we got going on here anyways, then fucking, I don't want to know. Basically. And nor do I think that's just, I guess, what I'm trying to say in a long-winded way.
I mean, it's true. At the end of the day, I look at it like this. Like, I'm not going to sit here and ask you how many partners you have had in your life, what you've done with them, or none of that fuck shit. No. All I'm going to do is respect the experience you express on me when we get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is the experience that tells me what has been done and what hasn't been done. You know what I mean? Other than that, and that's really all I'm going with. I'm not going to sit here and judge you by your partners, but the fact is, in real life, we know as women that's not the case. Like we get judged by how many partners we've had or have had or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the fact is, if your current partner you know what I'm saying, feels possessive over you like that, You know what I'm saying? Anytime he knows that you have spoken or have had a conversation with someone that has had you in that space, he's definitely feeling some kind of way. He's feeling some kind of way, and then never mind with potential motherfuckers. So the whole thing of that is how do you even manage that if that's what's going on in your life? I mean, for me,
Being as
it's like
clear as possible.
for me, it's all about just being as clear as possible. And the fact is, my shit can be timed like a motherfucker because I don't do much. I'm literally what motherhood sex marijuana stands for. I'm a mother 24/7. I'm a weed smoker 24/7. And when I get a chance in, I get my, when I get a chance, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what it is. That's my life currently. You know what I'm saying? So when I feel like when your shit, when you got a pattern, all a motherfucker can do is attempt to talk shit, and then when you shut that shit down, and they go, oh, all right, whatever. All right, I was just making sure because I love you, right? Yeah, I know you love me. I know that. Yes, I know that. Yeah, you know that's my pussy, right? Yes, I know this is your pussy. Yes, I know that. I know that. Okay. Don't worry about it. It is right here.
I will never forget when your man was
it
like,
is
no, that's
right here.
my queen.
Exactly. Exactly. And to this day, I still remember how you came back and said, oh, dude, that's right. I'm the side piece. And then immediately he was just like, hold on. What the fuck is she talking about?
Right,
no,
right.
And he didn't do it right then and there. But as soon as he got off the phone and got me by myself. What the fuck she talking about? Is you playing with me? What the fuck? No, she's just playing. I'm gonna tell her to stop doing that.
Hey, you know what?
She play like that with everybody.
No, but here's the thing, though. With all due respect, like you're my queen, you're my sis. So it's like I treat you different than I would some chick that I just want to smash. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never come at you like that, not because you ain't fine, but because you're you're like on the level of my sis. But yeah, I talk to ladies worse than that, especially when I just want to smash.
Right, exactly. See,
speaking of which, hey, what's up, y'all? If y'all looking for a date, what's up? And you ain't crazy, holla at your girl.
Okay.
You gotta be smart.
Okay.
I don't care necessarily too much what you look like, but if you're smart, you got me, yo. You gotta be real with it.
Okay. And don't be trying to look for no motherfucking sponsors because we ain't sponsoring.
No, we're not
bitches.
the one. We
ain't nobody sponsoring no bitches around here. Just saying. I'm looking, but I'm just speaking for her as her lawyer on the side. Like, yeah, she ain't sponsoring.
I ain't looking to be anybody's sugar mama. That's for damn sure not.
I'm just saying, but yes.
I'm just saying, man.
But yes, honey, yes. The fact is that is one thing that has never changed in all the years of that I know my king. That he's one thing he always makes clear is like I want to be the only one. And I will shoot anybody down that attempts to sniff anywhere near it. And I have to go, yes, I know that. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. I try to warn the people so they don't die. I try to warn the people so they don't die. You know
Lord have mercy.
I try to warn them. You know, I save them. You're
a humanitarian. You care about people.
I'm just saying, I don't want to see him kill people. No. You don't need to kill people. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing I do think you should be honest with your partner, though, is if, let's say you are monogamous and you're really having deep feelings for somebody, where you're like, oh my God, I need to like whatever, then I think, yeah, by all means. But if these are, you know, it doesn't, I don't know. Some things don't matter. I think that's what we're trying to convey. Like, you should pick and choose your battles, especially if you have a good thing going.
I mean, going back to the whole argument of somebody's phone, like, let's not, like, that's, like, don't think that you going into the person's phone is, you know what I'm saying, you're solving anything, or you're making the relationship better, because honestly and truthfully, you're based on, look at your phone. Just take a look at your phone and say to yourself, okay, look, first of all, I have an Android phone. The shit is attached to my Google account, and I've had a Google account for over 10 years. So therefore, pictures that I take are on the Google account from 10 years back. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker could go through pictures and be talking shit, and it's like,
yes,
the picture is
especially if they have
the picture is 5 years old. What the fuck is you talking about? Why is you in my phone? And then again, you have a phone number. How long you've had this number? How many people got this number? You can't just reach into the fucking cyberspace and say, hey, Ed, that I used to fuck 10 years ago, can you send me a text message saying hello, you Mr. Pussy? I'm just saying, you can't do that. So Ed has to all of a sudden, he fucked you 10 years ago, he all of a sudden rubs his dick and says, oh, I want to text Ruby real quick and say and see if her pussy wet today. And you're looking at the text message like, I ain't talked to this motherfucker in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga getting upset. Just I'm saying, of a nigga
switch that phone.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, how a nigga gonna get upset about a nigga that you didn't tell him to text you? The fuck is going on? You didn't tell him to text you. So these are the kinds of things that I'm talking about that could happen on somebody's phone that could cause a whole unnecessary rift in a relationship because you decided to go and be nosy. Again, look at your phone and think of the things that happen on your phone. Think of the things. Come on. Think of the things. I don't know.
Prepare yourself not to get upset when you do make that decision, because that's just, you know, what good is it to have set yourself up to release those negative emotions?
Indeed.
Yes. That's crazy. So
Indeed.
do you have a funny story, a funny parenting, smoking, or sex story of this week?
Actually, well, it's not a funny parenting story, but it's sort of but it's definitely a funny story. Now today, the exterminator came. Now, of course, we sitting here, we smoking, we chilling, you know what I'm saying, watching The Office, watching old episodes of The Office, cracking the fuck up, and, you know, we smoking. And all of a sudden, we get a knock on the door, and it's the exterminator. And it's like, oh, shit, exterminator? All right, cool, let's go. Come through. We open the door, and then he comes in, and he's like, smell good in here. Smell real nice in here. I was just coming in here to do the kitchen and the bathroom, but it smelled real good in here. Yeah, I smoking big in here. And we like, well, of course. Saturday, It's Saturday morning, sir. What do you expect? And we didn't even know you were coming. So
that's funny.
And he literally was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a contact from this. I was like, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm surprised he might as well have just asked you if he could join the session and shit.
Well, you know, in COVID times, we wouldn't allow that. This is a whole stranger.
Oh, true.
No, we're not going to do that.
True that.
You feel me? And he's on his job. He ain't supposed to smoke. He could have got fired for that. No, he ain't going to do nothing crazy like that. So, no. But still, it was just like, literally, we was just sitting here, just smoking. All of a sudden, he knocked on the door, and it's like, oh, okay, well, come in. Smell nice in here. Yeah, motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I have a funny story, right? I have it's about my daughter. She's the 5-year-old Sela. So we're watching a movie, and I watch like free movies off of the internet all the time where you get pop-ups sometimes, you know. So this this little, you know, very attractive vixeny girl pops up like, hey, do you want to chat type shit, whatever. And I'm like, oh, as I like try to X out of it, I'm like, gosh, what is my picture doing up there, right? This girl was like, she doesn't even look like you, bro. She hit me with the bro, dude. She was so, but the funny thing about it was that she was so concerned that I thought that that was me, or that I thought that I literally looked like this girl. She didn't get my sarcasm, right? And it's just how she cracked me up. Like I kept laughing for like a few minutes. And then, shit, I was going to say something else. Oh, but this is really important. I want everybody who struggles with this to realize this, right? So the same little girl is like looking at me and she's like, Mom, you have a mustache. And I was like, I sure do. And when I go out in the world, I look people dead in their eye and I have confidence. And we had a lesson in confidence. And so I just feel like it's our job as mothers to teach our kids whatever the fuck we want them to know. And for me, confidence is huge, right? Self-esteem, self-love, and being kind to other people is huge. I know the same thing for you and your girls. And I've seen how you have disciplined them in the way that they know what's up, even when mama's not there. And I think that that's a joy as a parent to be experiencing that and to know that your kids like get certain things. You know what I mean? I was not taught confidence when I was growing up. In fact, like a lot of my family members made me feel unattractive and dumb. Real shit. And thank God for the process of unlearning and reprogramming your brain and manifestations and practicing what you preach, because now I'm a confident woman and I can pass that along to my kids. I can have a full on, I can have a goatee and still looking at a motherfucker like, what's up? You gonna suck this pussy or what?
Exactly.
Suck the ass, eat the ass too, boo. Because it's about self-love. You know what I mean? Now, what I can do is maybe take a little extra time because I love myself and pluck my mustache or something or wax it or something, but because I want to, you feel me? And I feel that's another layer of self-love, you know, grooming and making sure that, you know, you fucks with yourself, you know. And I love the way that you carry yourself too, queen. You are such a queen. I love every fucking thing about your ass. Really, really.
Right back at you, mama, because on some real shit, showing her the mustache and her seeing the mustache has her to understand that, yes, women go through this. It's not the whole perfect bitches that you see on TV who get fucking 5, 10, 20 surgeries. Right. That's not how that shit go. Like, and even them bitches have to then turn around and take all that shit out because that shit be making them sick. You know what I'm saying? And only a few bitches is willing to talk about that. But no, but showing them that, yes, that there are times when you, like, we all wake up crusty, we wake up with all kind of shit in our eye, you know what I'm saying? It takes time. Breast stink, underarm stink, pum stink, everything. You feel me? So we all go through that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and the fact is that yes, there's still somebody that love you no matter what you look like. You know what I mean? Right. And yes, so and the fact that you take the time to put on makeup, to wash your ass, to do, you know, to do all those things to make yourself feel pretty. You know what I'm saying? That's just you doing it for you. That's not you doing it because you got to do it to impress some fucking body. No, fuck that. No, fuck that. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, yes, I got this mustache because I just haven't visited Miss Ching to get her to wax this shit off yet. Give me a second. And by the way, I need you to understand that when the waxing is coming on, that shit actually hurts. So naturally, I don't necessarily be wanting to run to that bitch to get that done all the time. Please understand that shit ain't just some zip and I'm all right. You know what I mean? The eyebrows is painless, but the lip is a next level of fuck shit. And in New York City, you can go to the nail salon and get your underarm motherfucking waxed, and them bitches is brave as fuck, but shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how far it goes. But again, anybody that's doing any level of that, the nail salons, the beauty salon, is all about you going in there and spending whatever money to do what you doing for you. You know what I'm saying? Places like Sephora, places like fucking Ultra Beauty, all the motherfuckers are about, when you going in there to spend money in that shit, it's about you. It's not about no motherfucker out there. Nothing. Right. No motherfucker out there. Trust
and I'm definitely down with that. I love to pamper and spoil myself when I can too. And I know that I don't know, I just that's what I would appreciate in another person that I'm intimate with as well. You know what I mean? So in considering other people, that's probably a factor as well. But other than that, queen, exactly. We are confident, bold, vivacious, voluptuous women.
Indeed.
And you're tiny though. You're not even voluptuous. Your boobs are voluptuous and your booty is.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. That is true. That is true.
Brother, don't get mad at me.
Yes.
Don't get mad at me, sir.
But yes, I mean they're noticeable no matter what, and that's the other thing too. Matter of fact, I do have a funny story about the children. So Africa, my oldest child, my gorgeous 23-year-old,
shout out Africa, what's up?
Took her little sisters to Coney Island. Coney Island is you know what I'm saying, it's like a amusement park in Brooklyn. Okay. And so she took them over there, and apparently in order to get on certain rides, my 12-year-old child had to tell people she was 16, and she told her father that. And of course, her father looked at her up and down like, nigger, what? You told niggas you was 16? Yeah? Oh yeah, because of course she got a body yaddy yaddy. Let's no. Be honest. My 12-year-old child got body yaddy yaddy, and then she's taller than me. So a lot of times people assume she's, you know, that she's older anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like he looking at that like, yeah, I gotta shine two guns. I gotta shine a gun to make sure nobody touch you, and then make sure what. Oh, you know, yeah. I don't like that part. You told niggas you was 16. I don't like that shit. Yeah, you know.
Those are times when it's good to withhold the information.
Yeah. Because as soon as she said it, I looked at her and said, "Now, see, had you consulted with me, I would have told you not to tell him that." No, I would have told you. I would have consulted. I would have. You know what I'm saying? I would have protected you from the. Because next time, because now your sister want to take you somewhere, he gonna want to chaperone. You know what I'm saying? He gonna want to chaperone because he heard that people know you 16. No, he know that people know you 16. You don't like that shit. You don't like that shit.
Lord have mercy. These predators, please stay away from these little kids.
The
little boys and the girls.
Because that nigga not playing with you. That nigga not playing with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Never mind me. I ain't playing with you either. So I'm laughing, but I'm just telling you, the first nigga on the spot, on Johnny on the spot, gonna be like clack 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 clack. Clack. Oh, what happened? No, I heard you touched her or something like that. I don't know what the fuck.
You might lose some limbs.
Just saying,
sure.
I heard something, and then I heard. I don't know.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Word.
This has been so beautiful. How about you say we end it right here?
Yes, indeed. I was thinking the same thing, yo, because on some real shit, Mr. Zoom let us rock, and I appreciate him for it. You know what I mean? Motherhood, sex, marijuana
in the motherfucking building. Love you, girl.
Love you always, honey.
Bye,
Later.
Queen.
Later.